Whenever you think of games that you played on PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360, you will only remember some of the good ones, but not most of the obscure or strange ones, like Naughty Bear. Released in 2010 by Artificial Minded Movement and 505 Games. The plot of the game is a teddy bear-like character did not get invited to another character's birthday party, and they basically go on a killing spree. But as more and more the story progresses, it gets more and more crazier. Gameplay-wise, this game is the equivalent of getting Manhunt, Hitman, and Friday the 13th and putting it together in an open sandbox-like area. It had a sequel/spin-off, and this game wasn't successful, but does have a small cult following to this day. And also, I am going to be doing the Naughty Bear Iceberg Explained for this video, and just like the Osmosis Jones one, this one's going to be more talky than usual. So I recommend doing something like cleaning your shelf. If you don't know what an iceberg is, it's basically a chart with a bunch of facts about a certain topic. The higher entries are the most common stuff, and the more deeper you go, the more obscure how the entries get. With all that out of the way, let's get started. Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight was one of their other games that the team made after Naughty Bear. And an update of the game, they had referenced Naughty Bear to celebrate the game's anniversary, and it's in the form of a piñata charm. And in a live stream that was of this year, they announced that they were going to do a collab with a few other people. Most importantly, they said that Naughty Bear was going to be returning as a cosmetic for the character known as the Trapper. Tutorial. In the first game, there's actually a tutorial for the game that's accessible from the main menu. The only reason why I wanted to mention is that there's a few tiny interesting details, like this frame where Naughty Bear stands like this, and this is the same pose he does in the image of the box art. Multiplayer. There's actually a multiplayer mode for this game, and there are multiple modes, and these are all the following. Assault, where two teams must destroy each other's statues. Cakewalk, where there's a golden cake and whoever holds it the longest gets more points. Golden Uzi, there's an infinite ammo Golden Uzi and it goes with the most kills with that Uzi. Jelly Wars, where there's 3 players that must get jelly into the cake mixer machine while Naughty Bear has to stop them. Deflification is just basically deathmatch. Left 4 Dead is basically where multiple players must survive multiple hordes of zombie bears, and if they die they turn into one, and yes, the name is a pun of Left 4 Dead. Dancing King, the player must find a dancing unibear and stand next to it. Whoever does the longest wins. And finally, Vampiricorn, where the player's goal is to kill the Vampiricorn, as they have limited lives and Vampiricorn's goal is to kill everybody. 4 of these modes were only available for DLC, but sadly, the online play for the game is kinda dead, and it's extremely rare to have a match for the game. A Naughty Nightmare. These were a series of shorts made to promote the game, and there are a total of 4 shorts, all of them being parodies of horror movies. The first one is of Aliens, the second one is of Blair Witch Project, the third one is of Jaws, and the fourth one is of The Ring. They also did a series again for the DLC office for Panic in Paradise, but we'll talk about those later. Panic in Paradise. In 2012, they released a sequel for Naughty Bear known as Panic in Paradise, which was released on the Xbox 360 Live Store and the PlayStation Store on PS3. The plot of the game is that all the bears go on vacation to Paradise Island, and Naughty Bear was yet again not invited. And this game added a few new features like grabbing bears, combos, and block attacks and customization for the player. And a lot of big areas for the players to explore. The cons of this game is that they cut a lot of stuff that made the original game, playable, and also made the game extremely hard near the end of the game. And also the player not being able to use guns anymore, and got even lower reviews from gaming critics.